Y'all, these last few days have just about taken me up out of here. Um, I might be being a little bit dramatic, but I have just been so freaking exhausted. So for those of you who don't know, I do have fibroids. But I typically don't really have fibroid symptoms. I don't really have a lot of the cramping. I do bleed heavily for like a day, maybe even 2 days, but nothing like I used to have really, really severe symptoms. So what I'm experiencing now, what I've been experiencing the last several years has been fairly mild. But I'm in the process of doing acupuncture right now. So I'm gonna do about 12 weeks with the practitioner that I'm seeing. However, y'all, I have been all out of sorts. I think today is gonna be my third day of acupuncture, and I have just been out of sorts, exhausted. I finally started feeling better last week, and then what was it? Maybe like 3 days ago, I started being exhausted again, and my period started. So, and of course, I'm sure between the treatment and then my period starting, it's just been not great. I have been struggling to get my work done. Um, that's why I haven't been cranking out as many videos, is because y'all, I just been tired. And when I say tired, I mean like yesterday, I unmade my bed, went and put the sheets in the washing machine. And so I have like a mattress cover on there. I literally just laid out on the mattress cover, just in the quiet. And my friend called. And so I put the phone on speaker and just laid there and did not move for over an hour. That's just how exhausted I have been. And so I'm trying to just kind of lean into that and just let it go, let it be what it is. But I'm not going to lie, it's hard because I do have some things that I want to accomplish before the summer is over with. So it's just been very difficult for me. But I've made a decision that ultimately my health is my priority right now. So with work, if I can't get certain things done, then that's just what it is. I'll work when I can, but right now I need to be fully committed to my well being and to shrinking these fibroids. And so, unfortunately, that means that some days I might not be able to work as much. Now, the acupuncturist did say that I should be feeling better by this next treatment. So, like I said, I have another treatment today. Hopefully, I'm okay, or I'm feeling better after that treatment. Actually, the last one, I wasn't super tired after the last one. I think it was really just because my period was starting and I had already and I'm also doing that too. So I think it was just a combination of things. But I wanted to share that with y'all because a lot of times we share the pretty parts of wellness. A lot of times we are selling wellness as like a thing to buy, a way to look good. And, I mean, I guess you do have to invest in your wellness. So sometimes it's going to cost money. You do want to look better. I want to look better, which is what kind of kicked off this whole thing. But ultimately, like, sometimes it's just not pretty. Like, sometimes being well or really being deeply in the journey, especially if you are healing from something, if you are trying to um actively recover from something, it can be ugly. It can be emotional. I've been super emotional over the last couple weeks. Like, anything will make me cry. Please don't leave me any negative comments because I might actually cry this week. Like, it's just been that bad. But I'm feeling a little bit better today. Hopefully I can keep that going. But I just wanted to share that with y'all because, again, a lot of times, myself included, we share the pretty things. We share the cups of matcha, the beautiful plates, I don't know, us doing some fun wellness thingy. But at the end of the day, it really can be ugly. And so I just want to encourage you, if you are, on a wellness journey right now, on a holistic wellness journey right now, and you are actually feeling worse, or you are just emotional, or whatever the case may be, you just not feeling that great, sometimes, a lot of times, almost every time, that is just a part of the journey, you know, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing anything wrong. In fact, that is just a part of this, is having a bad phase or a painful phase or an uncomfortable phase. Like sometimes that is just a part of the journey. And so I'm going through that right now. So I want to encourage anybody else who is experiencing that. I got that off my chest, y'all. This morning, we are going to do my morning routine, which consists of me getting some nourishment in this morning. I'm going to have my chicken foot broth. And I'll probably just do something quick to eat right before I work out, because I don't think the workout I'm doing today is super intense. I'm doing the Nancy Anderson Ab Rehab. Love it. And I do plan on doing a full review. I'm actually in the last phase of that now. So I probably could just go ahead and review it. I wanted to complete the whole thing, but to be honest, I feel like I've gotten a good enough idea. I've been doing it long enough that I can really speak to it in depth. Then what else are we doing, y'all, today? So I got to do that. We're going to do some red light, some vibration plate, because I am just trying to be more mindful of my energy today and how much I'm expending today. I will probably just sit on my vibration plate as opposed to standing. I'm not really sure. But I will be doing some red light. I'm gonna do my devotional, and then we're gonna clean up because my house is really a mess. Like my kitchen is so bad right now. But in all fairness, my dishwasher is broken, and also I've been doing a lot of baking. So I'd have made in the last few days, not just baking, but just like food prep. So in the last few days, I made 2 loaves of bread, some buns, pickled some cucumber that I got from the garden, and what else did I do? It was something else I made. But I've just been making things from scratch, so of course I'm dirtying up a lot of dishes faster than I can wash them. But we're gonna clean up this kitchen and get it together, and just so we can have just a clear space.
awesome. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to work out with you again soon.
Workout at the end, I started sweating a little bit. It got a little bit more intense than I was expecting, and I have my hair straightened. I went and got a silk press over the weekend. That was on Friday. So today is Wednesday, so I'm not quite a week into it. So I'm gonna, I guess, touch it up, so to speak, a little bit. This will actually be the first time I'm putting more heat on my hair since I did it. So that's pretty good for me. I have that Sebhorreic Dermatitis, so my scalp tends to get flaky. So I usually cannot do a silk press for 2 weeks, which I really, really hate. But you know, it just is what it is right now until I can get that cleared up. And so if y'all have some suggestions for that, drop them below. I have increased my vitamin D, and I changed my vitamin D supplement to one with K2 in it. So that's supposed to help. It's just increasing your vitamin D. One thing that I'm not taking that I might start taking is zinc, because I've read that that's also good for your skin health and for helping to clear up that flakiness on your scalp. So hopefully that's true, because when I come across a brand that I like, I am going to try adding that to see if that makes a difference for me. I have tried zinc in the past. My experience wasn't spectacular with it, because I forget like how you need to take it, but I think you need to take it in the evening and after you've eaten, I think, something like that. And so I could never get the timing right, or I just had trouble getting the timing right. So, but I think I'm going to give it another try to see if it helps clear up my scalp. The other thing that I'm doing is no dairy, which for whatever reason, ever since I've decided not to do dairy, I feel like it's not that it's been harder, but maybe I've just been eating more dairy than I thought I was, because I normally am like, I really don't eat dairy, but lately, like trying to avoid it has been harder for me, if that makes sense. And that's probably too because the last 2 weeks, I haven't been cooking at home as much. We've been eating out a little bit more than usual. So at home, when I'm eating at home, I'm probably not really eating any dairy. But you know, maybe I'll do like a sauce or something that has dairy in it. And even the salad that I'm gonna have for lunch today, I think that they put Parmesan on it. So we gonna see when I get it what it has in it, but I actually think it does have a little bit of dairy, but I'm just not going to stress about that. My whole philosophy is just try to do better the next time, or the next day, or even later today, or whatever. I just try not to be like so strict, not even just strict is the word, but just I'm not going to stress myself out trying to make better choices. Like, I'm going to do what I can with what is available to me in the moment. So I'm about to go ahead, get dressed for the day, and then y'all, we got to clean up. Actually, I'm going to eat some lunch and then we're going to clean up, because yeah, I got to get something together here. Okay, so I went ahead and took a shower because I was sweating a little bit, y'all. That workout was a little bit more than what I was expecting or whatever, because some of the weight training stuff on there was new today. But I got it done, and I didn't push myself super hard. I used lighter weights than normal, which I'm glad I did, because it was more challenging than what I was expecting. So it was just nice to be able to still get through the workout with the weights that I was using. But I figured I'm gonna get ready with me, and I just go ahead and tell y'all about the Nancy Anderson Ab Rehab program. So first and foremost, I started this program because I have a pouch. Like y'all, I'm sure y'all might have noticed, in videos here or in my short form content or whatever. I got a little mom pouch. However, I feel like once I started to lose weight, once I started to get a lot of fat off of me, I was noticing that my stomach wasn't like it was visually changing as far as, the rolls were leaving, it's not as pudgy or whatever, not as soft. But then it's like I'm still not really losing inches around my waist. So I was like, okay, I think I'm still having issues from when I had my son. And mind you, my son is, yeah, he's older, right? He's a little bit older now. So quite a few years. So I'm almost 10 years postpartum, right? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I still just never really healed things properly, but also I have the fibroids. So the fibroids add a whole nother element to it because it's possible that they are putting some pressure on my abdominal wall. It's possible that they are putting some pressure on my pelvic floor. Even though I haven't dealt with incontinence, even when I was pregnant, I didn't, and even postpartum or immediately postpartum, I didn't deal with incontinence. I just wasn't sure. So I decided to go ahead and try this program out. Now, let me give a disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just sharing my thoughts about this program, why I tried it, why I think it has been beneficial to me, and just some of the things that I have noticed. So I decided to go ahead and do this program because I'm like, I do want a flat stomach. I want a flat stomach. Like that's just what it is. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try this to see what it does. Now I will say, I see my body changing on this. Like I've noticed that my stomach does look flatter. Also, something that I realized too was that, and I know this is gonna sound kind of weird or crazy, but like if I'm getting on all fours to do exercises, I notice that my stomach actually hangs, right? And the best way that I can describe it is like you can almost see the muscle, but it's hanging. I, that's really the easiest way for me to describe it. Now, since I have been doing this program, that has improved drastically. I actually wish I had taken a photo of what it looked like, even though that's just a weird position to be taking a photo in. But I kind of wish I had, because if I could show y'all the difference of what my stomach looked like how much it hung down before versus now, it is a very big difference. So and that's kind of what I do, like every maybe like twice a week I'll look at that, and that's kind of been a better gauge for me. I also, what I really enjoyed about the program is, first, when you are doing it, and y'all, let me start getting myself together while I'm yapping with y'all. I gotta stay moisturized with my Osea. I'm gonna do the serum first and then do the lotion. But what I really liked about the program is when you first join, or when you sign up, you log in or whatever. For one thing, the price is amazing. Like, it's a great price. I think I pay quarterly. I did the quarterly, but I probably just need to go ahead and take it up to annually. And I say that because not only do they have the Ab Rehab program, which is like their core program, there are lots of other programs included too. One specifically that I'm thinking about doing after I finish this one is Lift, and it's functional lifting exercises, because I do want to do more strength training. I think they do monthly challenges. Now, I don't participate in any of the other stuff like the challenges or anything, but I do, I'm just strictly doing the Ab Rehab program. Now, with the first 20, the program is 80 something days. I want to say it's 84 days. So, it's going to take you about 3 months if you are just doing this program consistently all the way through. I would say 4 to give yourself some, because you have some off days, or you need to take a break for a couple days or whatever. So it's going to take you about 3 to 4 months to get through the entire program. I'm on the last month or the last 21 days or something like that. So I'm at the very end of the program. It's a 4-phase program. The first phase, they want you to only do that phase. Like no other exercise except for walking. I think you can do walking or like light cardio, but they want you to stick with that, just doing that for the first 21 days. And so that's what I did. When I tell y'all, I was seeing the difference in my body within, let's say, a week, maybe 2 weeks. I could see the difference. So one of the reasons that I could see a big difference is because when you first start, they have you do an assessment, or you have the option to do like this assessment. So you take a picture of yourself, full body, I think from the front and from the side, and they have one of their coaches or physical therapists on their team, do an assessment of your posture. So this is the other thing that I didn't realize was going to be a bigger deal, but your posture and your alignment too, like they look at all of that, and so they recommend what you should do. Of course, they recommended the Ab Rehab program for me, which is like their base program, and then they recommended that I do. They have something called a posture fix or whatever. They recommended that I do that at least one additional day a week. So I started doing that. Like I said, I noticed the difference within a good 2 weeks. I could see the difference in my posture and my alignment, which I didn't realize how off it was until I did that assessment and I looked at myself and I was like, oh, I'm looking like a little C-shaped or whatever. I was looking a little not right. So, because these are just things that a lot of us deal with that we just don't even realize. So, it is a little bit monotonous. Some people feel that way. I don't mind it so much because I don't change up my workouts a lot anyway. So I don't mind the monotony because you're going to be doing a lot of the same movements. And at the end of the day, that's how you get results. That's how you grow. Is a lot of people think it's doing something new, doing something different, but it's really doing the same things for long periods of time. It's what's going to get you the best results with anything, not just this. But, so some people might have a harder time just doing the program by itself. I didn't mind so much because I'm kind of at a place now where I'm not really trying to lose weight, or I don't have any fitness goals per se right now. Most of my goals are like wellness goals. So I did not, I just didn't, I don't mind the kind of doing the same things a lot of days. I do feel like there is some variety there, but for some people it might not be enough variety, because I was talking to a friend of mine about this and she was saying that it was kind of boring for her. I don't think it's boring, but because it's challenging, it was super challenging for me. But I could see how somebody would think that. So what else did I want to tell you guys about the program? So that kind of bear with me because I'm kind of just decided to do this review impromptu. But I really liked, the program itself. So when you get to phase 2, which I think is, like the 22nd day, you can start doing some of your other workouts. Again, I personally just stuck with what they were doing for the whole thing because I felt like that was enough for me. So not only do you work on your core, but you also work on your posture and your pelvic floor strength and breathing, relearning how to breathe, right? So for me, I think all of those things have been helpful for me with my digestion and with the fibroids. Now, I can't really speak to if it helps directly with fibroids. I cannot speak to that. But the reason that I think it does help is because you are learning that their breathing technique. You are learning, basically training your body how to breathe better, which actually does impact, like your lungs impact your lymphatic system, or a part of your lymphatic system. So learning how to breathe better, getting your posture better to where your body is more aligned, because that can actually impact your digestion, which I don't even think I really realized how much. until I started doing this program. And I realized within a couple weeks, you know, how can I say this? My bowels looked better. I'll say that. So I do recommend it if you are postpartum, if you have, I think they do have a pregnancy program too, but if you're postpartum, if you do have surgery or have had myomectomy or any kind of abdominal surgery, like a cesarean, I have had a cesarean, they do have a program for that too. So if you have had surgery, if you are planning on having surgery, I recommend starting this program to kind of get your body up to snuff. So that's another reason why I did it too, is because if at some point I do decide to go ahead and have the myomectomy, I do want to be in the best condition for recovery. So yeah, hopefully I don't have to get that far, because hopefully, you know, I can do what I need to do for the rest of this year and shrink the rest of these fibroids. But that is something to think about, is from a physical perspective or from an exercise perspective, it has been a really good way to move for me. And I do think it's been helpful for my hormones too. It's a hormone friendly workout because it's not, so the videos are anywhere, because you'll do like a couple videos a day. They have it programmed to where it's like 2 or 3 videos a day. The majority of that stuff is low intensity, so you're not sweating a lot. You're just not, it's just not very high intensity, which is great, you know, if you have fibroids or if you are dealing with hormone issues. Now, I think I pretty much covered everything about the program. If I can get a code from them, I will link that below with the code. I do think they do like a 7-day trial, which is fine. But once you try it, you know, if you're somebody like me, you are struggling with that, once you try it, I think you'll really enjoy it. I'm trying to think if I covered everything. I talked to y'all about why I liked it, what it is. Yeah. So I will, once I finish the program in entirety, I have taken kind of some photos, but once I finish it at the very end, I am going to share a photo with you guys. Like I said, they have a lift program. I think I'm going to do that next, just for my strength training. Also, they have I think it's called a fascia release program, and they have a C-section program. So I'm going to do the C-section program because I had started it, but it was just too much for me to do that and the Ab Rehab. They do suggest that you do them at the same time. It was just, time-wise and attention span-wise, it was just too much for me. So I'm just going to do that separately, the C-section program separately. And then they have another one that's like a fascia release program. I'm going to do that too. One of my favorite things though that I do want to shout out about this program is the body release videos that they have with the foam rolling and the stretches that they have. Love that. It's one of my favorite things. Like the total body release was one of my favorite things to do. So I was happy when that was on the schedule. But yeah, I really suggest giving it a try. If you like me, you're trying to get your stomach flat, or again, you having surgery, you thinking about surgery, you had surgery already, I think it is something great to try. And I really love that assessment feature to really help you. I'm actually going to do another assessment at the end of the program and see what things look like, after the fact, and share my results with you guys. Okay, y'all, I've been doing this yapping, but I gotta get going. So I'm about to go ahead, get myself together, do my hair, makeup, all that stuff. And then I'm gonna eat lunch. I don't know if we're gonna clean up, y'all. I don't know if we're gonna get to it. So we'll see. Okay, y'all. I'm dressed and kind of cute. You know, I did a little something, something. I got on this little set. I know y'all are probably tired of seeing me in this. I don't know if I can get a good full body in here, but it's literally just a black top t-shirt type thing and some little shorts. But I got them from Old Navy and they are 100% cotton. Now, Old Navy does not do organic cotton as far as I know. But they did have this 100% cotton set, and I just got it in black. But I think I'm gonna try to look for it again. It's been a while since I got it, so hopefully they still have them. But I want to get them in some get this in some different colors because I literally wear this set probably twice a week. And if you are new here, sorry, y'all, I'm cutting some of these lights off. If you are new here, you are going to see me in a lot of the same clothes all the time. In fact, I started a series about detoxing your wardrobe. And part of the reason that I did that is because I want us to normalize buying clothes that we actually like, are actually gonna wear, and also being more mindful about how we're consuming. So if you are here, you're gonna see me in a lot of the same stuff over and over again because that's just the way I like it. And I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with that. And it's better for people, it's better for the planet, it's better for the environment. So you know, I'm gonna link that series if that is something that you're interested in doing. But also, I'm about to get some lunch. I forgot I had some kava in here. Now, I don't think I'm gonna be able to heat this up because I don't know, because it's kind of mixed up because I expected to eat more than I did. Maybe I can just like deconstruct it a little bit and warm it up and eat it. Also, I got some King Euphorics, and they have this one called Sunshine. Is that what it's called? Actual Sunshine. And I have been trying to cut back on the caffeine, which I never really used to be that into caffeine, but like recently I kind of been living on it, unfortunately, so I gotta cut that out. But this does have a little bit of caffeine in it. It's 30, yeah, 33. Usually, is it milligrams? 33 milligrams. Usually, most energy drinks have about I've seen like 200. So this is definitely a fraction of what you would get in an energy drink. This is not actually an energy drink. These are supposed to be, or maybe it is a little bit. I don't know. But it's supposed to be like a mocktail type of situation. So this has, oh, it's got vitamin C, D3, and zinc in it, collagen peptides, saffron and turmeric, and a little caffeine. It's got L-theanine, licorice root, ginger extract, lots of good stuff, and it tastes delicious. So I'm gonna have one of these as kind of like my midday boost with my lunch. And y'all, we did not get to clean up, but let's just do that next time, okay? Cause I want to eat and I kind of want to run some errands today. So I'm just gonna end this right here while I enjoy my leftover kava the best I can. And I will see y'all in the next video.